It was touch and go for a while.
Rumors swirling, headlines flying. And now, Barack and Michelle Obama have finally responded to those viral divorce rumors. And they did it in the most Obama way possible, with a joke, a laugh, and some heartfelt honesty. On the latest episode of the IMO podcast, hosted by Michelle Obama and her brother Craig Robinson, the special guest of the day, none other than Barack Obama himself. Michelle introduced her husband as a very, very, very special guest. And when Craig jokingly asked whether the two even like each other, Michelle quipped, "The rumor mill, it's my husband, y'all." Barack chimed in with a grin. "She took me back. It was touch and go for a while." The divorce chatter peaked earlier this year, when Michelle skipped two major events: former President Jimmy Carter's funeral and Donald Trump's second inauguration. That absence fueled speculation that the first couple was no longer on the same page. In a discussion on her podcast on April 17th, former U.S. First Lady Michelle Obama opened up about her decision to skip this year's inauguration for Donald Trump's second term, revealing the personal challenges behind her choice.
My decision to skip the inauguration, what people don't realize, or my decision to make choices at the beginning of this year that suited me were met with such ridicule and criticism. Like, people couldn't believe that I was saying no for any other reason, that they had to assume that my marriage was falling apart.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's like, while I'm here really trying to own my life and intentionally practice making the choice that was right for me, and it took everything in my power to not do the thing that was right, or that was perceived as right, but do the thing that was right for me.
Mm-hmm.
That was a hard thing for me to do.
Mm-hmm.
I had to basically trick myself out of it. And it started with not having anything to wear. I mean, I had affirmatively, because I'm always prepared for any funeral, anything. I walk around with the right dress. I travel with clothes just in case something pops off.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, if I'm not going to do this thing, I got to tell my team, I don't even want to have a dress ready.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's so easy to just say, let me do the right thing.
Michelle cleared the air. "There's not been one moment in our marriage where I thought about quitting my man." She acknowledged the really hard times, but said their relationship has also been full of fun, adventures, and growth. "I've become a better person because of the man I married," she said. Barack responded softly, "Don't make me cry now." Back in 2020, in a wide-ranging interview with Oprah Winfrey, former U.S. President Barack Obama reflected his own marriage difficulties while he was in office.
We went through our rough patches in the White House, as she's written about and she's talked about. But I tell you, the thing that I think we were good about was talking stuff through, never losing fundamental love and respect for each other, and prioritizing our kids. And the other thing that helps, and I write about this in the book, is having my mother-in-law, Ms. Marion Robinson. She kind of kept things going, and I'm sure that there were times where Michelle was furious at me, but she'd go up to the third floor, and Ms. Marion was sitting there, and she'd be like, well, I know defended her son-in-law more often than I was aware of.
Barack and Michelle married in 1992 and share two daughters, Sasha and Malia. Their love story has spanned more than 3 decades, and public life hasn't made it any easier. So no, they're not splitting up. Barack and Michelle Obama remain one of America's most admired power couples, and this podcast episode proves they've still got each other's back. For more on global leaders, public figures, and real stories behind viral headlines, subscribe to the Indian Express YouTube channel and hit the bell icon.